Welcome to the Women in Leadership Body, Mind, Soul, and Business podcast. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Heather. Together, we are working to connect women in leadership and business to build relationships, empower each other, improving the health and wellness of the community, body, mind, and soul, sharing the heart and soul of who we are and what we do.
Today's guest has been so gracious to invite us to her beautiful studio today, this wonderful place of relaxation and reset. She has a passion for helping you age gracefully and teach you how to care for your skin naturally. Thank you so much for inviting us into your sacred space today. We are truly honored to be here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Beautiful Skin by Lynn. This is the lovely Lynnett Newton.
That's me.
So,
AKA Lynn.
AKA
I am Lynn.
So, Lynn, take couple of minutes and let everybody know about how you came to do what it is you do and about this wonderful space that you have created.
Oh my goodness, condensed version. I'm a midlife career changer. So probably around just shortly after 40, my daughter was getting ready to fledge and I just have the one. And I was in a desk job. Well, before that, I was a paralegal for about just shy of 24 years. Was tired of everybody leaving my office happy or unhappy, I should say. And mostly in tears for all the wrong reasons. Then I went to work for my husband's company I ran that for about 5 years. And when the daughter was getting ready to embark on her own life, I decided to embark on my new life. And age 40, I threw myself into beauty school, night school of all things. Talk about awkward.
Right? So why beauty school?
Selfish reasons, to be honest. It was I wanted to learn self-preservation. My mother was very wrinkly. I don't remember her doing anything skincare, like no sun protection, no skincare type thing, and she was very wrinkly. And I know genetics play into that somewhat, but I did not want to turn into my mother. So I wanted to learn how to take care of my own skin, hair removal on my own, and just kind of learn about how to preserve myself. So it's just really for selfish reasons. And then
Aging gracefully.
Yeah. And then when I got into school, I learned that I had a passion for how the skin functions, how I can correct it, how I can improve it. And then once I got out into the field and got clientele that was interested in that same information and wanted to change themselves, then my passion grew even wider I love to care for people. And doing it in this industry is just so fulfilling. I've met so many wonderful people, and helping people just makes my day. Now people leave my so-called office with smiles on their faces, and they come back with smiles on their faces, and I just couldn't ask for anything more.
They look forward to coming back and seeing you time and time again.
Yeah. And then so I was on my own for a while, and then decided I wanted to get into a bigger room because I was just in a 110 square foot room. And the smallest thing I could find in Arlington was 1,000 square feet retail pad. And so I decided to invite massage therapy in, and I opened up the extended version of my business, which is skincare and massage. We opened that May of last year and kind of outgrew it rather quickly. So I rented the adjoining retail space.
During COVID, mind you.
Yes, pandemic insanity, I don't know, but just took a huge leap of faith.
The importance of self-care came in really, and nobody, like we were all home, right? Like it's such a beautiful space that you've created to go learn to take care of yourself better, to have a hot stone massage, to just,
Escape life.
Yeah.
That was my goal.
Goosebumps.
I wanted to create a sanctuary, a haven, whatever you want to call it, for the community to escape to, just even if it's for an hour and 15 minutes, just to get away. So everybody leaves their problems at the door, and reception has been really nice. people like coming here. And it just thrills me that I can provide that to them.
Absolutely. And you have some really, really exciting things coming up. I know we touched on it a little bit when we first went live, but you have your grand opening celebration
Yes,
this weekend.
I do. It's 16 months in the making, and finally ready to unveil it and invite the community in to take a look and see what we have to offer them. It's pretty exciting.
So what are some of the different kinds of things that you offer here?
Probably our main thing is customized skincare. So we do customized facials. I don't have a wide variety of menu items on my website for facials, and that's just because we do customize per the person walking through the door. We
So
utilize.
it's not a one-stop shop, like
It's individualized.
you really
attention.
are caring for the individual person's needs.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Because each person presents with different things. We don't all have the same skin. So I am not a one size fits all mentality spa. We really thrive on catering to the individual that is before us.
Right, which is that individual, like personal boutique type of experience, which here in Arlington area, I would call this or even the greater Snohomish County area, I would call coming to your space here a luxury experience. Like you walk them back into this beautiful space that we happen to be sitting in today. They have beverages, you have copper bowls for them to start soaking their feet and things in.
Yeah, when people come in, they'll be escorted back to a changing room. We put our guests in a nice, luxury spa robe. And if they're doing facials, we have wraps and we have sanitizable sandals. Once they're dressed down, they lock up all their belongings inside of a locker so that they can disconnect from everything that's troubling them or just bothering them. That has been commented on greatly, that people just like to have that because their phones stay in there and they don't accidentally go off. And
your kids don't call in the middle of your massage.
Yeah, and you're not worried about like, where's my stuff while it's all like secure, locked, you have the key.
Yeah,
like that's so cool. Like it's a really neat little touch.
Yeah, and then if they're having 60 minutes or more facial or massage services, they come into this room and we put them in a nice little foot soak prior to their services starting. Then they can have a cup of hot tea, a glass of water, just to encourage decompression and relaxation before hitting the treatment tables. Because once they hit the treatment tables, then they're very happy. It's easier for them to relax because they've already been pre-relaxing. And they just, most of the time they fall asleep.
I can't remember the last time I was so relaxed during a massage or something that I could fall asleep. And so, I'll be looking forward to that for sure.
Yes.
And so we are so blessed to be not only part of your community. Thank you for coming and being part of our table, but also by providing such a wonderful, beautiful space for people to like really rejuvenate themselves. And it feels so good in here. You could tell that care was taken with every little piece. Every little piece of everything is just beautiful, and you could tell that everything was chosen with care and with a certain goal in mind. And I think that's super special.
I noticed that too when we were walking around looking at the stuff, the quality of the tables that you have for doing massage on and for your treatments. It's like even for your practitioners, like the ease of being able to move the tables up and down, like, and then they're all like these beautiful, really nice tables like to work on. So they're going to have their better cushion. They're just like the tables themselves are going to give more relaxation than just like a cheap Costco table. Like.
Well, I picked everything to accommodate every shape and size possible. So down to my spa linens, you know, our robes, our sandals, I can confidently say I can accommodate pretty much everyone. Of course, everything has weight limits, but I really invested the money into making sure that I can treat everybody that wanted to come through that door. And the only way to do that is with quality things.
Yeah.
So,
And then the other part of your quality piece is you wanted to not only create a space that is rejuvenating for the community, but also a space that is good and beautiful for the people who work here.
yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I value my staff just as much as I value my own family, because they're my work family. I love, like I said before, I love to take care of people, and that includes my employees. I've done everything I can to make them want to come to work. I just want them to want to come to work. Just kind of like I want to come to work every day. I can't wait to get here. I can't wait to lay my hands on a face and begin that energy transference. It just makes all the difference in the world. So when my employees are walking through the door happy, makes me happy, they're happy, clientele are happy, because they can all feel it. They're just, I don't know what I did to get such an amazing crew, but I can't say enough good things about them. I have two other estheticians, Nina and Sierra. They are doing phenomenal. I'm slowly training them into little mini me's, and they're doing great. And then massage therapists, we've got Michael is my lead, who's in reflexology school right now. So if there's anyone out there that wants a complimentary reflexology session, head over to my website and hit the book online and book yourself a free session. Feedback on that is everybody's loving it. And that's kind of a specialized wellness massage type thing that's going to be coming into the spa.
That's
And that's
fantastic.
I actually heard a review about that reflexology being pretty amazing. So
Yeah, it's awesome.
Reflexology itself is a really neat modality because you can be any state of wellness and get it done. There's very few contraindications for reflexology, and it's such a nice treat, like especially for like anyone that works on your feet, like to just have someone know what they're doing.
So a brief description of reflexology. From what I understand, like our feet hold the nerves for all the different parts of our body, and different parts of our feet are connected to like different organs and different parts of our body. But we're on our feet all day, right? So it has an effect on the rest of our body. And so, you know, that reflexology, like foot massage, it like pinpoints those different pieces in order to heal the body in a different way.
Yeah.
Very well said.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Dang.
Awesome.
Off the top of your head, that was pretty good.
Yeah, so that's kind of what he's diving into now. Jill is our newest massage therapist. I'm learning a little bit more and more about her. Recently learned that she knows how to do the lymphatic drainage massage techniques, so that should come in handy for post-surgery people, or you know, anything of that nature.
We have a personal testimony in my family around that, because when I was in massage school, well, the first time my grandma had her first knee replaced, I wasn't in massage school. When she got her second knee replaced, I was in massage school. And so of course I asked questions, what can I do? I help my grandma, blah, blah, blah. But doing the lymphatic drainage, like the healing from her leg the second time was so much better, just from doing the lymphatic drainage. So then she, you know, of course, we taught all her friends and everybody, you know, like over at the time, we've done lymphatic drainage on all my grandma's friends during surgery time, you know. Like.
So a couple of things that I heard when you were talking was, not only do you care a lot about your employees, but you listen to what they would like to do, their passions, and you help them learn and grow.
Mhm.
Mm.
I do.
And that is really special as a business owner and as you're running the show and everything else, to be able to hold that space for them, to let them grow and not make them like fit in some kind of box. Like,
Yeah.
you allow them to be themselves
Who they are.
and lift them up in the process. And I think that is truly amazing.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes them amazing therapists in
Mhm.
skincare or massage.
Mhm.
It just, everything trickles down,
Mhm.
through our fingertips, regardless of what kind of therapist we are. Everything trickles down through us and into our clientele. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. and
That's incredible.
yeah, I'm blessed.
Well,
That's all I can
I'm
say.
looking forward to your open house this weekend.
Me too.
And I'm just really excited for you in the future of this wonderful, wonderful place. It is just amazing and
Thank you.
beautiful. We
I
appreciate
think
you
all
so
of your
much.
late nights and hard decisions and picking paint colors, it's paid off.
Mhm.
Definitely. It's beautiful in here.
Yeah, I'm finally to a point where I can stand back and say, I did that. And I'm proud of all that. And
And you should be.
yeah,
You should be really proud.
I can't wait for the rest of the community to come and check us out. And, I know people are curious and I haven't been quite brave enough to call or open the door and take a peek. And so I'm really hoping the community will come out and just come take a look. We're not high pressure sales. That goes against everything that is me. So you won't find that here. We pamper with purpose, and that's what we come to work to do. And that's just what we're going to continue to do the best at. So
Absolutely.
can't wait to treat you guys to treat you ladies.
Oh yeah, soon. Um, I think it is a great time for us to do today's meditation. What do you think? Okay. So it's been a few days, you guys, but we are in Meditations from the Mat by Rolf Gates and Katrina Kennison. And today we are on day 39. If you haven't heard from him, it just means you didn't call. Van Morrison. Yesterday, I wrote about waking up one morning and being ready to let go of what had been consuming me. Perhaps you thought, well, that sounds great, but how did you get to that point? Any discussion of Viraga or renunciation or moderation necessarily leads to a discussion of prayer. This is a book about yoga, not prayer. And yet I feel it is important to point out that prayer is the original spiritual practice. Long after all our other practices have fallen by the wayside, and no matter how much pain we are in or how self-destructive we have been, prayer is available to us. And prayer will find us the energy we need to come back from the brink. The message of Buddha, of Christ, and of yoga is the possibility of resurrection, redemption, rebirth. Prayer is the locomotive that drives the resurrection train. If we are to seriously consider enacting all of the yamas and niyamas in our lives, we must begin to examine the idea of spiritual force, spiritual momentum. Any honest individual will admit that to truly live in the yamas and niyamas would require a radical shift. In fact, to make the realization of all the yamas and niyamas your aim in life is to desire the impossible. But prayer makes the impossible possible. Prayer enables us to tap into the healing power of the universe. We do not do the yamas and niyamas. We allow them to be enacted through us. We allow their energies to flourish in the world as we surrender to them. Prayer is a means by which we formally surrender. Going to the mat is a form of surrender. Abstaining from violence and being truthful are forms of surrender. Prayer is surrender. The simplest prayer I know is "Thy will be done." The next simplest is "Please help me with" when praying. It helps to keep things simple and selfless. If you don't know who you are praying to, join the club. No one does for sure. But if you meet someone who does know, read his or her book. In the meantime, be a yogi and experiment to find out what works for you. Whenever I pray, things have a way of working out far better than I could imagine. This has so often been true that it brings me to tears, thinking that there are people whose fears will not allow them to receive the beauty that prayer has brought into my life. Let the power of prayer speak for itself. And if you haven't heard from the spirit of the universe, that just means you haven't called.
It's powerful.
It's
Oh,
powerful.
wow. That was really, you heard the call.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You
That's
listen.
why you're here.
Right?
That's why you have
Yeah.
amazing stuff. You listen. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And you have amazing stuff because you let the universe know what you were looking for when they came to you.
Yeah, each of my gems have landed before me, regardless of my manipulations of trying to make other things happen. They've all just kind of, here they are,
Fell into
when they were
place.
supposed to be. It's like, a total of 3 estheticians, 3 massage therapists, and a 2,000 square foot facility,
Mhm.
all during the pandemic. Yeah, I was a little insane, but I'm really glad I went insane. And it was through the power of prayer that got me from point A to point B to here I am now.
Mhm.
So it's very powerful.
Absolutely. So powerful.
Our Sutra topic of the week is Raga, clinging to past pleasures. And I am glad to say you're not clinging to past pleasures. You really definitely just stepped into it.
I'm successfully reinvented myself, I feel. Not to say that I don't have a lot of growing to do, because life is a journey and it's not over yet. So,
Right.
but yeah, reinventing that's a powerful thing and not an easy thing to do. And I try and encourage everyone in my life, if they want to do the same, I do everything I can to help them.
You were a caterpillar and now you're a butterfly. I love that so much.
It's gonna feel so much better to have people happy leaving you than crying.
Yes.
Even though it wasn't even your fault. Like but still, like, always having to be in that emotion.
Yeah, if somebody can walk through the door having the worst day and they leave here feeling like they've had the best day. So
That is a huge difference in somebody's life.
yes. Yeah, my legal career taught me other things. This career is teaching me a whole new set of things, and it's just kind of awesome.
That is.
This week's quote: wherever you will be attached, there you will go. Kirpal Singh. Wherever you're attached, there you will go.
Can you put down your attachments and now you're here? That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
I love how it always goes together. I absolutely love that. Today for nutritional information, I thought maybe we could talk a little bit about collagen, if you wouldn't mind.
No problem.
We can ask you questions too.
So if someone doesn't know, collagen is an abundant protein in the body. It has a fiber-like structure that's used to make connective tissue. And it is responsible for healthy joints, healthy skin elasticity, stretchiness, and as you age, your existing collagen in your body breaks down, and we actually stop producing it in our mid-20s. So what does somebody need to know, especially when we're talking about skin in general? What would
Yeah, that's right. Your skin's prime is about age 25, 26.
Mhm.
Not to say that it all goes downhill from there, but it's just the skin starts needing more than what we can provide. With collagen, yeah, as we get older, those cells kind of go to sleep. As long as they haven't been fried by the sun, we can wake them back up.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's kind of what I do through my microneedling, my collagen induction therapy. It's stimulating the body to produce collagen within the skin layers. So that kind of helps rub out fine lines and wrinkles. When we age, we start caving in a little bit because we lose that fatty tissue.
Yeah.
And it kind of helps build that back up, kind of fill in those sinking areas and whatnot. I know there's a lot of products out there that you ingest with collagen that says to promote collagen. I haven't done a lot of research on that, but the few experts I've talked to, kind of on the fence of it, because when anything goes in the stomach, it gets destroyed by stomach acids and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if ingesting collagen has been proven yet to be effective.
So what I know about ingesting collagen is that you want it to be hydrolyzed so that it is in really small particles for your body. And then it does matter. So I'll have to do more research, but that was like the basic amount. I know, like you want like the sourcing
The proteins have to be
matters.
broken down
Proteins need
into
to
smaller
be-
pieces
yeah.
for the body to digest.
Yeah, so
and
it gets
absorb.
into your body.
That makes
into
sense.
the right places.
Yeah.
to help you.
Yeah, it all kind of comes down to feeding those cells the right things in order to wake up those cells that are responsible for collagen. And although microneedling is not the instant gratification that Botox relies on, it is nature's Botox, a little bit safer for you. But yeah, unfortunately, aging affects our collagen.
I knew
thing.
about Botox injections, but I didn't know about this type of therapy that you do. That's new to me. Like I didn't know about that.
Would you tell us a little bit about what it is?
Yeah, microneedling, with respect to what I do with collagen induction therapy, is I take a tool that has a head on it that has 13 very fine needles on it. I go over the skin in a pattern and I create micro wounds. And of course, I numb the skin so it's completely pain-free. But it creates little micro wounds in the skin layers, and that signals the body to go in and repair those wounds. In the process, they're waking up those collagen cells that have kind of gone sleepy. And over the course of weeks, those cells start waking up, they start kicking out more collagen. So it's kind of
like, hey, wake up.
yeah, it's like you're, and it's about week 5 or 6, they kind of want to go back to sleep again because they know they have their habits of, I just sleep all the time. So around week 5 or 6, we do another treatment and we kick them again and say, no, you don't go to sleep, and just kind of keeps climbing up that mountain. And yeah,
That's cool. So basically you're making the body do what you're like, hey, wake back up.
yeah,
It's like
waking it up naturally.
real age defying.
Yeah, and I use a special serum that has plant peptides and growth, plant-based growth hormones in it to stimulate those cells, feed those cells what they need when they wake up. Kind of like when a bear hibernates. They go out and they need to reclaim what they've lost through the winter. That's kind of what the body does on its own.
Cool.
Very cool.
That is so cool.
Another thing I know that you provide for the different therapies and services is those natural products. Now, you don't use anything with like
Nothing has, I strive to bring everything in here that has no man-made chemicals or fragrances in it. My skincare line utilizes the power of fruit. So their chemist has been able to extract those things from a wide range of fruits and plants, that he extracted all the things that make us reactive, itchy, all that kind of stuff. And he's left behind all the good stuff. The products are referred to as chirally correct, meaning they mimic what our skin does on its own. So like I said earlier, as we age, our cells need a little bit more oomph. The products I have here have active ingredients in them to provide those cells what they need to function optimally, without man-made stuff. And
That's so cool.
Yeah, I think that is, just an added bonus
So
to
no
all
one's
the other
gonna-
wonderful things we have going
No
on.
one's gonna walk in and it's not gonna be that weird smelly, like chemical, like
No,
you're not gonna ever get that. Like,
nope, everything you smell is derived from the plant. So it's all natural. Some are most of the time they're very pleasant smelling. Like there's nothing over florally I've ever encountered. Some are kind of like passion fruit is kind of a weird smell. Not a bad smell, but it's not a common smell.
Right. It's a little different.
Especially pure.
Yeah. But
Right. Like I think of when you think of passion fruit smell, all I can think of is chemicals. Like, like I don't know that other than I don't even know if I've eaten a real actual passion fruit.
Yeah, it's not the most, to me, it's not the most pleasant smelling, but it's effective at firming the skin. So that enzyme is wonderful at firming.
Yeah, passion fruit is good for the body in several different ways. I've learned. So I can't remember them off the top of my head, but
Google's our friend.
Google's our
Google
friend.
that.
Yes.
We're really excited.
We are so excited
for tomorrow night.
Yes. Okay. The women. What is it?
Now networking.
Now, yes. Oh, that's Thursday. Not tomorrow.
Oh gosh.
Okay. So now networking gala
I'm
on
really excited for
Thursday.
Thursday.
She thinks it's tomorrow. She's so excited. So now networking is our cause of the quarter. We finish up the end of the month and the end of the quarter on Thursday with Now Networking's gala and auction, which is going to be super fun. I know last we heard they only had like 30 tickets or so left, and that was a few days ago. So it's probably a lot less than that. So if that is something that you would like to do and support a great cause, go grab your tickets or check out the links.
And if you're at
and
all
give a
curious
donation.
as to what's in the auction, she's been dropping stuff in the event on the Facebook link. I was like, oh, we've been missing out. I was like, so you can go check that out. It's really cool.
So Lynn, thank you so much for inviting us into your very special sacred space.
You're welcome.
We definitely can't wait to come back for other reasons.
Yeah, yes. And I did want to mention I do have a couples massage room. I always forget about that, and I apologize to my massage therapist, but we did unveil that in February, and it's been awesome.
And you guys are the only couples massage room in the area.
To my knowledge, yes.
Yeah.
So check out my
Added
website for
bonus.
all of our menu items and new things to come, and just come in for some pampering.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to your grand opening this weekend.
Yeah, look forward to seeing you there.
Absolutely.
Upcoming events, well, actually tomorrow is we are hosting the Empowered Women networking group. We're hosting at Ham and Bread here in downtown Arlington tomorrow night at 6 p.m. and we try to keep that from 6 to 8. And what else is happening?
And then the Now Networking on Thursday. We have podcast tomorrow morning as well as Friday morning at 9 a.m.
Yeah, starting the new season.
Yep. And on Friday we start season 3 with a wonderful local author who is now in our local Snow Isle library system. So I can't wait to meet her again.
Yeah.
So again, thank you all for listening. We love you guys. We are glad you guys are on this journey of growth with us, and we can't wait to be back and see you next time.
Namaste.
Namaste.